Hello and welcome to the Voice AU vlog with Fan de Stools, episode 20. Well, we're getting on there, aren't we? So yeah, sorry this episode is so late coming, but now that the show is only on once a week, I've sort of lost interest a little bit. It's funny, isn't it? Before it felt a little bit like an addiction, watching every single time, couldn't wait to the next one, and now it kind of feels like it's finished, you know. So it has been hard, and also I couldn't watch it live on Monday because Mondays is when I have my course, the course I've been doing since the beginning, which is called Female Genitalia and its Relationship to the Music of Rodgers and Hammerstein. And so I can't watch on Mondays live, and that makes it really difficult. And the course is quite difficult too. I don't know why I did it on that day, because anyway, and yes, it's been complicated since the beginning when Joleene lost her wedding ring, and since then we've had a lot of people dropping out. We've only got 7 people left, and it's a confronting course, and that's why, like last Monday, we did a lovely physical interpretive improvisation with the songs A Cock-Eyed Optimist and A Little of You on Toast. And it is confronting, that stuff, and we ended the night with a group piece with those 2 songs, Blow High, Blow Low, and Climb Every Mountain. So it's not for everyone, but there are 7 people hanging in there, and graduation is coming soon. So anyway, I also tried to get some tickets to go and see The Voice on a Sunday night, because I would really love to go there and be in the audience, and I knew someone there that could maybe get me tickets, but unfortunately the people from Channel 9 said I was not allowed to come. So they did say that, I don't know why, that my ex-student Queenie van der Zandt could come and see it, but not me. So I don't understand, she didn't even want to come and see it. But anyway, so I lost a bit of enthusiasm around that as well. Anyway, so a bit of a wrap-up of Monday night. Lots of people saying I love you. Seal said it to Mitchell, Alex Gibson said it to the audience. People were just throwing it around everywhere, and it made me think, do they really love each other? Because it is a big word, love, I mean, for example, if Mitchell Anderson needed a kidney, would Seal give him a kidney because he loves him? I love Trevor so much, I would give Trevor a kidney. Not that it would fit, I mean, it would be the size of his head because he's a cat, but I would do it, so it's a big word, guys. Be careful of throwing that around too much. And then the contestants also, I thought, was quite funny. I think one of the hardest things they have to do is all of the pretending backstage of getting ready, We had people, I've got some pictures, here's Simon Millie, he was pretending to do dancing, to get ready, and here is Harrison. Harrison was pretending to get dressed and look at his outfit, and then we had, Alex Gibson and Jack Stone pretending to do the singing, with the finger in the ear, and Steve Clisby talking to Jackie, or talking at her. She looked really bored actually, and he was just talking, backstage, which is funny because we all know that is not what singers do to prepare. Singers always just have a stiff drink, and that's how they go on there. I even teach that in my courses, no one's going to go out there alone. But anyway, it was good acting that these guys did. So they walked the red carpet. Darren McMullen, the host, he looked lovely. He looked like an airline pilot in his lovely outfit. And Darren made a few mistakes because it was live, so it was pretty nerve-wracking. And he said at one stage, Team Jill instead of Joel, and that was really funny for everyone. But he got really embarrassed, and he was all a little bit funny after that. And I thought, come on, Darren, you've got to get it together, okay? If you're the host, everybody makes mistakes, but we don't want to see it on your face that you're embarrassed, because that's just weird. There's a street cleaner is just going past, so that's great timing. Anyway, I hope you can still hear me. Oh good, he's stopped right outside my window. Anyway, I always do this live, so I've got to keep going. Anyway, so that's actually, Darren, you could take something off that. You see, I didn't know that was going to happen, but I just incorporated into what's happening. I'm not embarrassed, So you just got to, I know you're not a host all the time. I know that you're actually yeah, I don't actually know who you are actually or what you've done. I'd never heard of you until you did the hosting of The Voice, but I believe that you do something else and then you're just hosting this show. So just practice covering up. You can do that with lots of different things, you know, like that. That was a good example. So anyway, we had at the beginning the Team Jill or Team, see, I did it myself now, Team Jill, Team Joel we started with. See, very natural, don't get embarrassed. Danny Ross, he came on, and he is a magician. I knew he was all dressed as like a magician with the flowing, you know, things on his arms and dancing around. You know, he reminded me actually of a girl who I saw at the Port Fairy Folk Festival, who was smoking a bong and just dancing. He was very similar. And then Kayomi Fella, she sang Oh So Quiet by Bjork and did a whole production number which Joel apparently choreographed. It wasn't great, especially considering that the night before was Eurovision and they had so many fantastic interpretive dancers. But Joel said that Kayomi was the performance of the night, and then he chose Danny Ross to go through as his save straight to next week. So we also got to see in that week from Joel Michael Stengel, who's lovely. He's got beautiful eyes, Michael, and Michael Painter, who did a very stupid song called Locked Out of Heaven, with the lyric Sex Text Me to Paradise. Ooh, whoa, whoa. I mean, he just deserved better. He's got a better voice than that stupid lyrics. Okay, so then we went on to Seal's team. Mitchell Anderson sang Dear Prudence. He was rooting the microphone. Seal was watching and kind of clapping awkward. It was a bit weird. And the song just didn't go anywhere. And that was the same for Alex Gibson, who did Folsom Blues. It also didn't really go anywhere. Alex, interesting, is looking a lot slimmer and more kind of groomed. And I think Seal is grooming him. I think it's funny. Joel said some cryptic things like, you know, you're really changing, you know, in more ways than just your voice, you know. Anyway, and then Jack Stone, she sang Uninvited, you know, always amazingly powerful, and as always Delta hated on her. Look at this is Delta clapping her at the end of her number. Look at Delta. I mean, she looks like she's got a tattoo on her face, but that's just my printer. But look at her clapping. She's got completely dead eyes. She just hates her for some reason. And then we had Harrison. He sang the best I thought he's ever sang. He did an Elvis song, but Seal said the performance was worthy of the king himself, and that was just stupid. It wasn't. But, you know, lovely. And then Seal saved Alex because he said he was full of commitment with his, not just his voice, but that he was, you know, really giving it a go in so many other ways, taking on things that Seal had said. And then when Seal had a little moment with Alex, he said, well done, you look great, see you in the gym. So he is trying to change his body shape. Definitely grooming him. So then we had Delta's team. She had Tim Morrison singing something. That's the title of the song, I didn't forget it. Celia Pavey, she was very good. Jackie Sanya, great voice. Steve Clisby, he forgot the words, didn't matter, he's such a great performer. And Delta saved Steve Clisby because, you know, he's old and he can't really take the stress. So he's safe for next week. And then Ricky had Simon Melly, great interpretive dancing Simon. He was doing some of my moves with his foot. Katerina Torres, brilliant choreography. She does two things at once, which is always very impressive, guys. If you can do two things at once, people think you are better than you are. Like, for example, I can sing and do percussion. So I sing the same song I sang before on the floors. Desperado, why do you come to your senses? You've been out mending fences for all of this time. Oh, well, those ones, that didn't work. The last one didn't work, but because I've got to put my finger in there. But the other ones, you can see, very confident with that. So doing two things at the same time, always good, makes people think that you are more clever than you are, because you've got multi-talents. Karen, or Miss Murphy, you know, her song, Ricky said that she healed the song. Seal said she outsang the song. Well, I say it was a shit song, and she's just lucky she's such a great singer. And then Luke Kennedy, beautiful Luke, sang Please Don't Ask Me. He's such a good singer, very handsome, little bit podgy, but he can go to the gym with Alex and Seal. And Rick saved Luke. And I just want to finish today's vlog with a little bit of a chat about that very thing. You know, guys, this is one of the problems about having foreign judges. You see, they think everyone have to look like a stick, like Delta, or you know, like Seal, you know, completely buffed up like that for the boys. But you see, we are Australian, and in Australia we don't really care about that sort of thing. We can be fat and famous. We don't really care because we're a bit lazy. So, you know, for example, last year's winner of The Voice, Clarice, she was a little bit fat. You know, the winner of the Idol, I mean, she's really fat. You know, this one, Casey Donovan, we don't care because she's beautiful and she's a great singer. And also other famous people, like this guy. He's over there, Trevor Ashley. He's over in London at the moment. He's such a big hit, you know, and he's also carrying quite a lot of weight. And my most favourite and our most treasured superstar from Australia, Bert Newton, has been fat his whole life. And not only that, he also wears a wig. So guys, you know, it's not called the body, it's called the voice.